Hi, this is Witch Nikki. My glasses got fogged up because I was drinking coffee and the heat steamed up my glasses. Okay, so last time we were working on my crocheted and beaded neck earrings. While I made the switch over to the part 3, I tied this one on. Now, I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. I used a wider eye needle to thread because it's going through this loop, which is not very big at all, so which makes it much more easier. Wanted to show you that I'm not a complete nincompoop, just maybe an incomplete nincompoop. Okay, so then you want to go through at least the one chain, but the two threads. You see how I got it? So you just go up and through that, pull it through, hold on to one of them, and pull out the other end. Just one. Now, see? Much easier. And you go down here like this. And I already put the earring hook on it too, so you won't have to see me struggling with that. But you know what? You want to see, we have shifting going on here today. So you get these ends up here. Try to get them even Steven there. Okay. Oops, I let go of one. Dang it. Okay. I had to warm up my coffee too. It's almost like a little cave in this room. In the summertime, this room is the coolest room pretty much in the whole house. In the wintertime, it's the coldest room. Okay. Once. Twice. So sometimes you want to see the struggle. I'm not a professional. I make stuff up as I go along most of the time. Yep. Of course, I've looked at some DIYs here on YouTube and wherever. So there we go. Both of them pretty much even. You're not going to go all the way to the end and then, both of them are going to be uneven. Don't forget about my bells. You could tell that this is the same day. I got the same hat. I usually always will wear my hat now that I've done the bead work on it. Let me show you. See that? Good close look. Let's see, where is it? Right about here is where the Harry Potter colors, or the Hogwarts colors go. Do you see them in there? That little section, I did them like twice up there in the front. So yeah, this is how it kind of started out. Then I went all the way around and it got a new kind of a bead that's a little bit, they're not uneven, well, kind of. These beads were more evenish, and you see how it's pretty straight. There's no lumpy bumpies. This here is not anything that I've changed in the stitching It's just that some of the beads are kind of different shaped, oddly shaped. I mean, they're still round and everything, but you know what I mean? They're just not perfect like these are. See these? Now I have all the other ones that I recently got inside the box. I'm not going to get that out because I have to take out all of these little seed beads cups, and I'm just not going to do that right now. Whew, so yeah, I also have my same top, so I have time. So now, what colors are we gonna do? I think I was gonna start with black for just a little bit, and then come down to maybe blues, and then the pinks, because I want to kind of get the pinks. I don't want to get them close up. I want them to see it, so it'd be kind of like, I don't know really. Sometimes I try something out and I'm like, ugh. I don't even think I'm gonna try orange with this one. I don't even know why I got the orange color out. Have nothing bad about orange. I was kind of gonna go like this, but I don't really care. I'm just going to make these, and I'm gonna wear them whenever I want to. See, like I'm not really matching, but kind of, you see, like, you know, these colors are up here somewhere, right? And do they match with this exactly? No, I don't care. My earrings kind of are just the enhancement of whatever I'm wearing. Sometimes I do try to match what I'm wearing. Let me see. These are the ones that Ginger got for me. At least one pair. And this, it doesn't go either, but you could kind of see there's purple in it. And there's over here, see? This is something that I've learned through the pandemic. Wear what you want, say what you want, do what you want, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Do it. Just do it. If you're not hurting anybody, that's the main thing. Be peaceful, be respectful to yourself and what you show of yourself, and be peaceful with people around you. Some of us, you know, I've heard people say we're going through this together. I have my opinions about that. I don't really want to go there too much, but since the election in 2016 and the one that we had here in 2020, and now it's only been, where are we at now? 29. So it's only been like about 9 days that President Biden has been in office, and people are already starting to criticize. You know what I'm saying to that? It's my opinion. Back off. Number one, have you ever had to go in somewhere and it was just a mess that you did not make? Okay? Like, say you come home from working, wherever your job is, you come home from working. And let's say the kitchen is a mess. Somebody's been in that kitchen making a mess, cooking, but making a mess, and don't wash anything. Okay? Well, you have to cook dinner. That's the most important thing. And how are you going to cook dinner when there's a mess everywhere? So first, you got to clean up the mess. You got to clean up the dishes. You got to wash them. You got to clean up, maybe the stove is dirty. You got to clean up the stove. You got to clean up everything. Get it all clean. Then you start making what you want to prepare for dinner. And then you got to clean that up too. So give him a chance, people, because let me tell you, the United States, no matter what you think, was a big mess, and it got worse during 2020. It was the worst of worsts during the past 4 years. And he's just like, COVID, I got it. Give me some stuff. Make me well. Okay? And now, oh, I didn't win the election because whatever. I'm not going to go into all the details, but he was just a miserable wretch by the time he left the White House. By the time at 12 o'clock on the 20th, bing, bana, boom, he was gone, and he was a miserable wretch. Okay? That's my opinion of him, and I'm going to stick with it. I don't care. Some people out there loved and worshipped the ground he walked on, the toilet bowl he pooped in, sorry. It is what it is, folks. Okay, enough about the political debate. Why did I even go there anyways? So, I am going to use the pink, and I'm going to use the black. So what I want to do is kind of get the cups that I'm going to use. While I'm using them, and I'll put it on top. Now, do I want to repeat the pattern? Usually I do. So if I'm going to go, let's say 4 black beads, 2 pink beads, whatever, I'm going to keep that going like here. See, each strand has like a little pattern going with it, okay? So they're not just all mixed. Like this, after a while, for a while I went, with a pattern. You can kind of see it. There still was a pattern here for some of these colors. But after a while, towards the end, like right about here, this was the end because I went from here all the way around to here. I said, okay, I'm getting tired of patterns. I just want to do it. So, okay, now the thing is, maybe I want to use, now I hope that I don't have to use a needle with this because I want to show you that it can kind of be done without a needle. Hopefully. Because you're going to have to put it through something small Because sometimes even this needle, the only needle that I have, I don't know if it'll go all the way through. Let me see if it does. Okay, it did. And these are pretty small. And all the other ones, I'm just going to stick that in the wax for now. Put it over there. Because if I can do this without it, I know I said that I was going to start with black, but I'm going to see if I could push. It might take a little bit more time. Okay. And it goes right on. See that? Oh, see that? See? There we go. I do this stuff live on purpose, so you know. Not just me, but sure, people who are who have more talent at doing this are going to be doing it very rapidly and not mess up and not drop stuff. But I'm not professional, so I'm kind of showing you how difficult things can be. And some of you, if you're really professional and talented, then go for it. Get the idea, zip along, it's okay. I don't care. See that? There we go. I'm going to scoot it all the way up there, and I think I'm going to start it with those. Or would it be better with a black one up at the top? What do you think? So it kind of, I don't know, I just kind of, either it kind of looks like it just straight there, or okay, let me hang that up there. Now that I know that I can do it without the needle, just gonna take one of these black ones here. The thing is, with my nails and stuff, it's really hard. And I have, when you get a needle, you could just go and stick it on. Okay. This might be harder. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use the needle because I can't even see the teeny tininess of the hole. I know. Tweezers. Let's see if that works. There we go. Okay. So this is how it looks with the black bead up at the top. And then I could do the little pipe bead. I'm going to call them pipe beads. I have no idea what they're really called, but that might be what they're called, pipe beads. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do here. Okay, so put one black one on there. I'm just going to do one strand at a time, of course, because how else could you do this? Or if you let go, it's going to it's going to drop. Don't worry. Then come all the way off the string. So now I'm going to put this on. And it's all just about doing what you think is feels comfortable, what you're able to do, what your limits are. If you don't want to work this hard at something, it's okay. Find something else that you can do. Or find a way that you can do this easily. If you want to thread the needle and have it going through, but that's going to be 8 times I'm threading a needle. And I'd just as soon be, here we go. I just as soon be just putting it through. If it gets too hard for me to do it this way, I'm going to take the needle. See, I'm holding my, see, doesn't that look a little bit better? I just think it does. And then that pink one, and then I'm going to do black again. So I'm just holding this, putting the thread through. I know. But which, Nikki, it would go so much faster if you had a needle on there. Yeah, it probably will. Okay, stop. Okay, got it on there. See, sometimes before you go and do all the strands, you want to do a few and see how it looks. I do. And if I don't like it, it's easier to take it off. See, that looks much better. And then when you're going to have all 4 of them like that, it's going to look really cool. Okay? Now, I can start putting the different colors on that I want to do. So I take the black, and hopefully this thread will stay in my hands and not move. So what do I want to do next? The pink ones, I think. If it gets too tedious for me, I will switch over to putting a needle on here. But it's part of everything. What do I mean? The challenges that we go through. See how kind of calm and focused I am on just this and doing this? I'm not getting all upset. Oh, a little bit, and on the inside I'm like, oh, I keep dropping it. It's mostly because, you know, it's really hard to do this. But I'm trying to figure out the best way for me. So you figure out the best way for you and you do it. If you want to put a needle on it and thread it, then go for it. Go ahead. But, so that's what it looks like so far. So, why am I doing this? Am I trying to torture you with boredom? No, I'm just showing you that, one, handmade things take time to make, no matter what level you're at in talent. And some things are very, very easy. Some things are not. Some people are just very talented and can whip these things out in just a matter of minutes, especially if they're putting a thread on it, because it's easier. I don't know if I want to put this down. It won't go anywhere if I just lay it like that. I'm going to show you that you scoop up these, especially if you got long nails. But if you don't, 1, 2, 3. Okay. They all went on pretty fast. This is just the wax from when I stuck it in the wax right there. It's not just some kind of, see that? I did 3 of them in just a matter of seconds. And it will go pretty fast. Plus, you could take this, if you have some of them down, like, where's the lid? Here's the lid. You have them down on a lid. You're not going to see this very well. I'll try to show you. I like to pour some on a lid like this, because then you could just pour them back and they're not going to go all over the place. So I'll try to hold it up like this so you could be able to see it. And you just stick the needle in the hole, scoop it up, push it on. See? And that way too, you could just count how many you're going to go. And if I wanted to do pink, I would do pink and then put on a couple blues. And then do pink again, and then maybe do whatever I wanted to do. The thing with these that I'm finding is, see how they stick? Because of static. These little suckers get really static, clingy. And I read somewhere somebody used static cling-free sheets to put like in their box, and I was gonna do that, but at the time I didn't have any cling-free sheets, but I do now. But they're out in the garage, so I don't want to go out there right now. I've just kind of gotten warmed up from my coffee, and I think I've almost finished my coffee. So anyways, now this has also gone on to 26 minutes. So I'm going to pause that way, and I'm going to come back. Okay. So I've gone ahead and put the needle on it. See? Okay. So I'm going to show you too. I don't know if you'll be able to see because the camera part is up. And I don't have fancy equipment like they all suggest that you should do. Speakers and microphones. So I'm just going to tilt it like this and hold it. And I put 4 pink beads. So I'm going to do these fancy, I call them fancy blue, purplish, pink type beads. How quickly it goes when you have that on. I'll put 3. Slide it up and see how it looks. See that? Okay. So, like you saw before, using these little hot sauce thingamajigs. So I have on here, you can see that there's those little beads down there. I'm just gonna swipe them away because I'm gonna use them a little bit later, but I don't want them to get mixed up with the regular blue ones that I'm gonna use. And I'm just gonna put 2. Okay, 2. And then, it's almost like, see? So these here, I'm going to swipe them over to the side because I'm going to use them. I don't have to put everything away now. So here's what I like to do. Well, here's this cup right here. That's what I'm pressing my finger into. Just roll it around a little bit till I feel like just a few beads. I press my finger and they stick to my finger. Okay, I'm going to put them down here. So I did 2 blue. I'm going to do 1 pink, regular blue, dark navy blue or royal blue or whatever it is. 2 of those. And then you just kind of do whatever kind of, get a rhythm going there. And a pink and 2 blues. When you run out of the ones that are down here, then you just get some more. See how it's going there? That's kind of pretty, isn't it? But you know what? I just realized that I have 4 pink here, and then 4 blues. So, see, that's before I get it on the string. I just take it off. The reason why, because I don't want the fancy blues to be right next to the royal blues. Let's call them royal blues. So I'm going to do the pink again. Or I can do this too. Oh, those are the blues. Fancy blues. Black. I'm going to put a black one in between. There we go. Then I'm going to do the pinks. 2, 3, 4. Actually, just do whatever combination. If you don't want to do a pattern, you can just string them on. Just keep stringing them on, whatever you want. Blue, blah, 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 whatever you want. So that was pink. Now I'm going to do the fancy ones again, and those are a few over here. Stuck to my finger. Oops. One, 2, 3. Then got in my nail, so 4. See that? Okay, so I had to pause for a few minutes. Family situation. Nothing urgent. Now, if you see that you don't like the color combination going on, then you can just take them off. I was going to show you don't have to do it like that, because then you get all these little pink ones. Okay, so everything continues to just happen perfectly just the way I wanted it. Not really. Okay, so as you might have seen just a second ago, all the beads came off. So I'm just starting all over again. I started with the black, and then I'm going to take one of these long ones, and they all kind of fell down here, so oh, here's that other one, black one. So black and, see, pink, I guess, or like a white, pinkish, what was I going to call this, pipe? And then another black one. Okay. Now, see, that will be like starting them all off. You kind of want something that will start them off, and then you start with colors, pattern, and then something just straight, whatever you want to do, really. If you get to be very frustrated, just say, it was meant to be this way. Do it, and it was meant to be this way. The thing with putting them on randomly, you don't have to pay attention. And if you get called away, like I had been, You could, what I did here was take this and stick the needle through it. So it's just like this. And then you can come back to it. And you can start, you could do whatever color combination you want to do, but I just kind of wanted to do something that was going to look good for me. Okay. Oh, wait. Dang it. That's why I decided not to go with the blue ones. Because there's a blue. And it's hard for me to sometimes distinguish them unless I see one up close together. So, out we go. Back. Sometimes, so I was trying to do a moment ago. You know, I hold on to the end with the needle. And then just pull these beads right up over the eye. And pull them back down. There we go. Now, so I think this one is a blue one. Yep. Nothing wrong with blue. It's just not really what I'm doing. So I'm going to put it way over there. Because these dark purplish ones and the dark bluish ones are fooling me. Fooling my eyes. Okay, so here we go again. Making mistakes 101. And how not to lose it. Lose it, lose your cool. Because that's what it's all about, is staying calm. There we go. See that? They're both black, pinkish black. With most Native American art, you're going to see a pattern of some kind. Sometimes they say that there's a story with the pattern that they choose, or it's like what the artist likes to do. With me, mine is like, let's just get it done. But at the same time, keeping a pattern going here is really, really good. I'm going to go next with pink. I'm going to do 4. Why? Because I just want to. And because I want to see, I'm not going to pull it all the way onto the string. I want to see it. Now I'm going to do a black in between. Now I could go it could go 2 ways, 3 ways, whatever. I could do again pink, or I could start now with the blue. So I think I want to do the pink again, and I have some down here. So I'm not going to dig them out of the little cup. I'm just going to repeat that 4. See that? You keep them on, you keep the end so that the end of the thread doesn't get lost and you have to start all over again. So see? Doesn't that look good? Like that? Okay. So what do I want to do next? Because I really, 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 really wanted to use some of these. But I think I'm going to always, between the colors, I'm always going to put a black in between. Here we go. See, like that. And I got some of these changing bluish pink ones here. So I'm going to put one. Oops. Let's see how I press. See? My granddaughter would be laughing at me right now. Ginger. It's one thing about having long nails. It just dropped off into my nail and I scooped it up. One more. I like to work in either in you know, kind of like even numbers. But you're not even really seeing, unless you're looking really close, then you can see that there was a change from the pink to the black. And I don't know if I like the way that goes either. Because next to these, you can't really see it. So do I want to do another one of these? And then, see, I'm still in the making a decision type thing. I could go cross-eyed looking at these sometimes. Then what am I going to do there? Okay. Oh, I still got pink down here. See, and some of the beads that I have here are kind of big compared to these. You see? Oh yeah, a pink. Because like I said, you just can't, from a distance, you can't really see between the two dark colors. So I like pressing them up to my finger. Then it just slips right on like that. Okay. Now the needle is getting full. I could scoot it back a little bit more. So I want 4 more of these blue ones. Some people say that they dream it. Dream the patterns. If it falls off your finger, no big deal. You just pick it up, press it against your finger, and go on. So, see? Here we go. Okay. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to try to push the... Okay, and if you have trouble using your fingers to pull on the needle at any time, it's good to use either tweezers. Oh man, I hate this when this happens. One of the beads isn't going to go over the eye. And I think that's probably the first one, because that's the first one touching it. So that's another thing that happens. That the eye of the bead is too small to go over the eye of the needle. The hole, I mean, of the bead. So let's do it again. Hopefully I'm picking up a different one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even with glasses on, it's a challenge with me. Okay, so flapjacks and grape soda. Let's see anyways how that looks. It looks good. So I'm going to continue with this one. I'm going to continue with this one. Oh, about here. Because what I'm going to do then is, because I'm running out of time, is pretend that I'm at the end now. I put this on. It's going to have a needle, and then I'm going to go back up a few of these here. Tie it in a knot first, and then put it up through there, so that it's going to go like this when it's to the end. See? And so it's going to look really nice when it's done. This is going to have what we've done here. We're going to start here and go up to where it looks, we're going to end with it looking like that. So we're going to do the same thing, but it's going to be starting with these colors up to there. Oh, I don't know if I'm looping it or not. I just was showing you an example of how it's going to look. I think I'm just going to do one strand and the bell like that. You could loop up. I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. But I do have to check and see how Ginger's doing on her homework and stuff, and make sure that stuff's done. Pretty soon I gotta feed the animals around here, so rainy day. Well, I'm gonna stop here because I gotta get this needle back on the thread so that I could put it through here and leave it, and it'll be okay. So this is part 3, and I guess there's going to be a part 4 because I don't want to go over time too much. 48 minutes, and people will just get like, But you know what? I'm doing this so that I remember how I do it, and if my family ever wants to watch my videos when I'm long gone, then maybe Ginger will say, oh wow, I want to learn how my grandma made that. Or maybe River will say, hey, I want to remember how my grandma made that. And I've read stories on here, and I've done other kind of crafts, and it's mostly for my grandchildren and my family. But you're watching it, that's fine. But I'm not on here to be an overnight viral sensation. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't care. But I do love you. Thank you for watching. And stay busy. Whatever you do, stay busy during this pandemic.